Did the US accidentally legalize weed in 2018? Not exactly. But it did open the door to something that looks, smells, and gets you just as high. THCA. Let's break down what the 2018 Farm Bill actually says and how it reshaped cannabis laws in the United States. The 2018 Farm Bill, officially the Agricultural Improvement Act of 2018, was signed into law on December 20th, 2018. In it, hemp was removed from the Controlled Substances Act. Hemp and THC are now seen as separate entities. Is that any cannabis plant with less than 0.3% delta-9 THC by dry weight is officially defined as hemp, not marijuana. Here's where things get clever though. Hemp can have a very low delta-9 THC. However, it could have a very high concentration of THCA, as known as tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. It's the precursor to THC. It's THCA, that A is like an acid something connected to it, right? I forgot my chemistry terms. And essentially what happens is when it's heated to a certain point, the acid part will like break off and you'll have just THC. So THC and THCA are two separate things. However, the thing that everybody knows is marijuana, the leaf product at the very least, is considered to be THCA. So THCA is legal, but THC isn't. It's only when you smoke it that it becomes illegal. So, because the law only permits delta-9 THC, not THCA, hemp producers started selling high THCA flower that becomes potent when smoked, without technically breaking federal law. Now, this isn't considered delta-8 or delta-10 or HHC or any of those other strands, because those are all created those are cannabinoids created in a lab. THCA is just weed. It's just weed. So essentially, THCA flower is sold online across the United States and in stores where delta-9 marijuana remains illegal. But it exists in a gray area. Some states are moving to close the loophole by regulating or banning high THCA hemp. So some states are moving in on this, some states aren't really taking action. For example, we can look at Wisconsin. They're not really taking any action on it. They're not legalizing weed, but at the same time, they're not really going after the marijuana, the THCA, essentially. We've got some examples here. Arkansas, Alabama, and Tennessee have introduced or passed legislation to ban the hemp products. Texas and Florida have pending bills targeting high THCA hemp, and the DEA issued a letter in 2023 saying THCA products are federally legal as long as they comply with the 0.3% delta-9 THC rule before decarboxylation.